Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Candace.
And welcome to Don't Start.
And as we like to say, don't start.
Candace, save it for the show.
Exactly. So let's get to it.
Hello, beauty.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, beauty. Hi. Oh my God.
Shivan, it is so spectacular to see you.
Thank you. It's so spectacular to see you too. Where do you?
This is my great friend, Candace.
Candace, it's so good to meet you.
So good to meet you. You're already blowing kisses. I love it.
Hi, another puppy. Sadie. My puppy dog is at the groomer.
I can't take it to the groomer. I do it myself because I can't handle it.
Oh my goodness.
I can't handle it.
You know what?
I trust no one.
I tried doing cannoli. It was tough because he doesn't sit still. That's my dog. I talk about him like he's, my human.
Or your dessert. I love that.
Oh, you sound beautiful.
Okay.
That sounds great.
Okay. I'm not going to touch. I'm not touching anything. Cannoli. I love that. You're just screaming desserts when you're calling cannoli.
Yes. It's the best.
And she's a proud Italian.
I really am. And he's...
I know. I saw your one-woman show business thing.
Oh my God.
Very cool.
Thank you.
What a great name.
It's embedded at this point. Oh, Sadie.
Sadie, come here.
Yeah.
Come here, Sadie. Come here. Up. You're such a lady. Come here. Oh, hello.
Oh my gosh. Hi,
it's
Sadie.
This gorgeous black collie. I don't know. What kind of dog?
Yorkie mix?
Mini
Yorkie
Schnauzer.
Bichon? Mini
Schnauzer.
Oh my God.
And she's 5. We don't want my phone number going out to the internet. And she is the mother of 19 service and therapy dogs, and we are her retirement home. And I'm mad at everyone who's ever had a dog and didn't tell me how special it was.
Oh, I know. Once you get one, you can't unget one. It's this is it.
My entire childhood
this is literally
changed.
Oh my God, this is the best. We just are going to leave Shivan and Sadie like this for the entire, they are loving and hugging each other. I mean, this is usually me and Juno by the end of the podcast.
Oh my God, so much love.
I mean, okay, I love you. You're a little lady. That's right. I'm ready to pitch my entire career and just become a pet influencer.
You should do it.
Well, we're with you. We highly support it.
I'm
100%. Everyone's doing it. Do it.
Have you followed the stories about, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but about the sloths in Orlando?
No.
The sloth world.
Sounds awful.
They were opening it and they left them in the factory and lost 30 of them in Central.
My
Central
God.
Florida Zoo is trying to save them. Okay, sorry. But that's the same thing. I wanted to quit everything and go save the sloths. Because I called Chad. I called Chad literally crying. What a shame that we're doing this to these beautiful, innocent creatures.
You two are so lovely. You're I want to save sloths and dogs. And I was I just want to own a company that makes clothes for dogs. Because I think
I just talked to a guy who did that actually. And he had to quit it. It was a reflective dog jacket. He had to quit it because people, it took a long time to make them. Colors and sizes, as we know from Retail is Detail, is a bitch. And it ruined him. If you don't scale enough so you can sell the green ones along with the pink ones and the variety, it almost didn't him in. But he loved it.
Can you talk about what you said? You just said detail? What did you say?
Retail is Detail.
Okay, honey, we're going to start there.
Okay. Start there.
You know what? We're jumping into this.
Yeah, let's get on with it already.
We met at HSN, and I in the intro, I talked about how special you are, not just as a host, but I came as a guest host that it was about a dozen years ago, but you welcomed me with this beautiful energy that made me feel comfortable, which let me tell you, is one of the biggest powers as a host. When you can take away ego, which is a big part of hosting, and supporting and lifting up your guests, right, that are there, that make them look good too. And that's incredible to say as a host, but as a person. So welcome to our podcast, Shivan.
Welcome. I love that.
Thank you. I'm already crying. Here's Sadie, everybody.
It's all right. It's usually 10 a.m. and I've cried 3 times already. Story of my life.
I love you. That's Amazon. Out the window we go. Okay. So, Sarah, it's so nice to be with you guys. I loved you so much. And I was very gracious to all of the guests. Like, I had a guest crush on you because you
the
were
little
so
favoritism.
good. I mean, here's the thing. It was also sort of a refreshing breath of fresh air to be with someone who is so authentic, also could keep her ego in check appropriately, but still had to have one in order to go do it. And the vibe of collaboration versus competition, which with dare I say it, like with pretty girls can be really tough, and or highly groomed women. I'll leave it at that because
highly groomed.
I will go with highly groomed.
Highly groomed.
Yes.
Okay, because that is like half the job practically, and then endurance, and then if you've been doing it for a really long time, once you have mastery of it, it's the endurance and the grooming. Anyway, and to have beginner's mind and it's just, it can drain you. Now, that being said, it's a great gig. The diamond handcuffs that keep you there for, 20 years and all of that. They're, or Diamondique or Absolute or whatever, CZ, pick your fave. The thing is,
she's literally still selling the products, by the way. That's Monique. She's giving you the list of all the different jewelry.
I love it.
I mean, when a pro's a pro.
I mean, I think it was like Sevilla Silver, wasn't it? That we sold together?
That's exactly it. God, she is sharp.
I mean, 0.925.
She is sharp. Listen, do you get commission on this?
Yeah, she's still getting commission. Every time she says it, it goes cha-ching, cha-ching.
By the way, that is my ringtone every time I sell something. I literally made my own ringtone. I went and found a sound effect and made my own ringtone like 10 years ago. Yeah. So anyway, Sarah, so here you are. You're this like gorgeous being and you're out there and I'm like, oh, she's so good. I'm so irritated. Oh. But I also love her so much.
So irritated.
I cannot not support this woman. So I was like calling people going, she really needs to be a host. Like, what are you doing?
Oh.
Seriously, I was like, oh, and now I'm going to be competing with her too. And I didn't care because I was like, right thing to do. Yeah, this place is not easy all the time. You need advocates and comrades and just be a good person environment where you just as a statement. And and they so blew it. I mean, they so freaking blew it.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
I know.
But Shivan, I have to ask you because, I talk about my time at HSN and what it taught me. But can we talk about your journey? Because I do find it to be one of the psychology of sales taught me a lot about business in general as a host, which was an important transition for me. But I want to ask you how you even landed in home shopping, because that in itself is its own exciting journey. Because I'm curious how many people as kids wake up and say, I want to be a home shopping host, or they wake up being an actor or a journalist. That's what I wanted to ask your journey.
It is kind of an odd gig, right? I'm a TV shopping host for 20 years. Right.
Yeah.
I love it. But are you a TV shopping buyer? Will you buy? Are you the shopper?
I was a customer. I was absolutely a customer because I had an older woman who was influencing me. And I use that term legitimately in this case, as well as figuratively. And she was a hardcore customer. And she was a psychic. And she was a friend, right? It's gone terribly wrong, by the way, Sarah. Terribly wrong. 38 years with her. And it's gone ugly. But anyway, she said, I was traveling the country as a speaker for Skill Path seminars, which is where you get in the front of the room. So first of all, University of Florida, online, on phone, the old line. I was doing cold calling for motivational couple. I did a lot of sales. I was a political fundraiser. I did all this variety pack of things.
Yeah.
Turned down a job to go to Washington, went and started MLM, Chinese herbs, still use them to this day. Thank you very much. And then, of course, I started a yoga studio, Shivan's Yoga Studio. And it was 10 years, 7 days a week. I had a yoga TV show, local, Blad TV in a unitard. And I was like, if I can do that, I can do
God bless
anything.
You.
Oh, and I thought I was fat. I saw a picture of myself the other day, emaciated. Okay, you could see my ribs. It was
Isn't
ridiculous.
it wild how we reflect on ourselves like that, and then you look back? We talk about that all the time.
Massive
Actually
dysmorphia.
said that happened to me the other day. I literally, Facebook is good like that, reminding me of 2011. And I was like, oh God, I thought I was fat that day. I remember that day. I was like, I look amazing. What is wrong with me? Yeah, that's mental.
And, yeah.
It is. It's totally mental. It's total. And now I think, what were you all thinking? I look incredible. You were just treating me like a normal person. Anyway, so I did a yoga studio, Shivan's yoga studio, 10 years, phenomenal, no money, just good karma, love, pre-internet, pre-cell phones, little index cards, for like the people who would sign up for $60 for a month and unlimited and all that jazz. And my mother died after a long illness, and I was caring for her. Gosh. And I just got like, here I am, 33, right? And my father's dead I'm 13. My mother's gone, I'm 33. Just like tidal waves of grief. And this older woman who was this psychic who had been very helpful to me legitimately and was truly helpful to me, she sort of swept in and helped me out. And I gave away a lot of my power to her, unfortunately. And like, I'm trying to balance this. And also she was very helpful. Anyway, she told me, so I got a job as a skill path seminar. So presenter. So different Ramada Inn every night for 5 nights. You go home for the weekend, you get back on the plane on Monday, and you do it again, and then you're off for 2 weeks. But during that 2 weeks, you're so dead, right? And I was teaching how to deal with difficult people, administrative skills, leadership skills for administrative assistants. It was soft skills. Right? This is the 90s. And
my master's was all about that, how theater arts teaches soft skills.
There you go.
Very interesting.
Yeah, there you go. How to deal with difficult people.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So I did that for a year and a half, women's conference, the whole thing, live in front of a room with nobody talking back to me, which was exactly what I've been doing for the yoga as well. Yeah. Fast forward, I desperately wanted to be home. I didn't want to travel. Yeah. I got my first wart. My hair was falling out. I was a vegetarian on the road in the 90s. So one day I woke up and realized I had 1.5 feet of Subway veggie subs in my gut. It was just like, I'm done. I'm done.
I was a vegetarian in the 90s. Yeah,
there's no veggie burgers, okay, to be had. On the road.
They didn't. Yeah, they weren't marketing to you.
No, not at all. I'm like just a little before my time. It's a blessing and a curse. So Linda, this woman says to me, it came to me, I'm crying with a huge cell phone on an escalator in some random airport. I didn't know where I was. I mean, I kind of did. Yeah. And she said, it came to me in meditation. You should be a host on the Home Shopping Network.
Yes.
And I was like pissed off. I'm like, that's the worst idea I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, like, that's your dream?
Right. Like, how dare you? And the headquarters is in Clearwater, Florida. I lived in Sarasota. So it was like better. Okay. Fast forward, I go to a friend of mine's, see how she does Stephen Covey's presentations at Tampa Airport Hotel. There's another woman there, and she wants to be a speaker, and she works at HSN. So I'm like, oh, hello, God, because I wasn't going to pursue it, but there's this lady. So she and I have one day off in common, or she'll be in town one day when I'm also in town, one day in 6 weeks. I drive the hour in my Delta 88, huge land yacht. This is important. And I show up with this press kit that I had made because I used to be in PR. I had just been on the local station for how to deal with stress. So I had this kit put together that was quite impressive. And my father was an incredible merchant with my mother in the New York Times. That was in there. It was pretty damn great. And I show up, I do the audition. 2 women, this is fun, 2 women who were just ahead of me in getting hired stood behind the camera and talked about me the entire time.
Oh, wow.
It was bad. And I was like, what the what?
Yeah.
And that kind of and then I was like, you know what? I got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I'm going for it. So I did. I still have the audition tape. It's hilarious and adorable. And the woman who did the auditions didn't like bangs, so I'd gone to the, Eckerd's, which was the old, and got a plastic headband and put it on.
Oh my God! The fact that I'm laughing,
the little nubs on it, right? Like So. The audition, I don't even know what to tell you when you see it's on Facebook. You can see it there.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so bottom line is I had 6 auditions, and I finally decided that I wanted it because I had to get over myself about disdain for it. And it was so perfect for me. I got the job. At the very last interview, they say, "Why do you want this job?" I'm like, because in my head, I'm like, because I'd like to sleep in my own bed and I need money. But in actuality, what came out of my mouth, which I regretted, was, well, I am a customer and I really do feel like this is a service for people and I want to serve. Okay. So that is what's in my heart. Like I am.
That is in your heart.
That is what's in my heart.
That's well said.
Right. So I just had this moment of massive sincerity and earnestness, which really served me well, but also backfired on occasion when you're dealing with people who are not like that. So I thought, I didn't get it. I sounded like a bad beauty pageant contestant. I didn't get it. Anyway, fast forward, I did get it. And a year or 2 later, my boss, Raymond Brown at the time, said, "Oh, yeah, I loved what you said about why you wanted this job." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Oh yeah, that really pushed you over the edge of we were sure."
Yeah.
There you go.
I know. It was so affirming for me to be myself.
I thought it was beautifully said because I do think that's one of the things that I admire in people that do work that put you in front of the camera, that it's not about you. It's about whether it's the audience, making sure they laugh, making sure they connect, making sure maybe they have something tough that's outside of their life, but that you can bring some joy.
Exactly. I did feel that. I still feel that way. But, I had to decide what I was going to reveal, and it was kind of a blurt.
Yeah.
And
completely.
And I thought that it was a death blow, but it ended up, I was very surprised that it was what sealed the deal. So,
Shivan, as you say that, it really makes me think about it because I'm really an honest person that literally wears, I feel my emotions on my sleeve and don't really hide things. But I feel after a decade in a corporate job, reveal is exactly the word I would say. What do I reveal about my personal self, my personal feelings? And you have to protect that, but not even just in business, but I feel more in life, which I'm I guess that's getting older. And
I was just going to say, does that come with age and growth as we're getting to those areas in life where we're giving a little less shits about those things?
You know what it comes from? It comes from wisdom.
Okay. Yeah,
it comes from wisdom, and you can be age. I don't think really wisdom is necessarily an age attribute. It can be, but I think there are a lot of young people that have a surprising amount of wisdom, and there are a lot of old people that are total idiots. So it comes with wisdom, right? And so I am launching the Shivan Show, which is a podcast, YouTube channel. Thank you. And the themes are health, wealth, and wisdom.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, good, Candace. I appreciate it because I'm I do feel like I'm, dipping my toe into, uncharted territories.
No, you do it because I feel like Sarah and I talk about this all the time. We need more conversations around female health, wealth, and wisdom because I don't think we talk about it enough. I had a conversation with my mom the other day and she said, I'm going to do whatever the conversation was. She says, I'm going to do this. And I said, why are you doing that? Whatever choice you're making. And she said, well, I guess it's the right thing to do. And I was like, no, Mom, let's talk about this. Sometimes we do things as females because we think we're supposed to do them, or that's what society wants us to do. Same thing with our health. Oh, I'm not going to get that checked because we never, put emphasis on it. But now we do. So I think it's important for voices like yours to be out there. So I'm all for it.
Okay, Candace. Well, then that seals the deal for that. I'm definitely doing it.
Done.
It launches June 20th. The announcement is made.
Boom.
Yes, here we go. I don't mean to stay on HSN, but I just wanted to.
Oh, it's so delicious. Go for it.
I know it is delicious.
Honestly, I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I know nothing, so you have to both help me out here. But I envision being in front of the camera and there's a clock that you have 10 minutes to sell these products. Is that true?
Totally true. Yeah, you have five. Like usually,
The anxiety.
It's usually 5. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable.
Wow.
It's usually less than 5. If it was expensive, then it would go longer. Yeah, Candace, your face says it all. The eyeballs, the whole
The
bit.
pressure, because when I go out on stage and they put a mini clock out in front of me in some theaters, they'll say, oh, we put it out there so you can say like, okay, I'm 40 minutes in. And I'm like, take that away. If there's a timer there, I'm so insecure of like, oh my God,
No,
I'm still up
your
here.
Numbers as you're selling. You have all the information.
Yeah, that's crazy pressure.
All of it.
Yeah, it's crazy pressure.
That's hard.
It's wow. So the hosts on these shopping channels are some of the most underrated
I agree.
talents out there. The guests, the host, the whole bit, the crews. It is a wild, wild ride. And it's fun to see TikTok with the TikTok shops and see everybody act like they invented it. It's fantastic. I love it. More power to you. Go, go, go. Yeah. Go sell those gummies or whatever you got. I might even do it one day.
Question. Do you feel with that? Because I'm not really sure with QVC and HSN, I haven't followed as much now. Do you feel like they weren't quick enough to the party, seeing how social media kind of took over with TikTok and Instagram or Amazon sales? It's interesting when you're confident in your place, but then it keeps evolving. Then now I think there's a backup or trying to make sure you find it again or 100%. Reinvent yourself.
Well, they did just declare Chapter 11, I think.
That's what I was curious. I wasn't sure.
I'm not privy to any like scoop other than what one would read, but it's a debt restructuring, and so it's not like going out of business sale is happening, which is great. I wish them all the best, and they are the number one seller on TikTok is QVC.
Yeah.
So I thought that was great and like keep going. I do think they were slow to that. I do think their population of shoppers is passing away. That's why the fine jewelry business is so tough because and I mean it's I hope that they can pull it off, and I hope that they can evolve, and I hope they can go the distance, but it is definitely a diluted pool right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's never getting more back to that.
Yeah, I have 2 questions, but I wanted to tell you what I learned coming from performing and acting and hosting and then going into sales. I remember walking off and being like, that felt great. Did everybody have a good time? And then I realized like, oh no, this is a numbers game. Yeah. So like my interpretation of performance completely pivoted, but I tell that story all the time. I was like, did they laugh?
Right.
Did they applaud? Did everybody have fun?
Right.
And that psychology in itself had taught me so much of like pivoting to what you're trying to accomplish, but communicating in a way that you're speaking to someone to present it into their lives to make them purchase it. I loved the psychology of sales. Did you find that to be for yourself? Like, did you enjoy that? And what did that teach you?
Well, the whole like conversational conversion style communication. So since then I have, done tons of sales pages. I'm an online marketer and educator for gut health. And I've done 12 online summits, which are like free conferences. And then you're asked if you want to keep it, you buy it, that kind of thing. So, and I'm an email marketer. So I email every day and I'm sending out educational messages and like, hey, join us for this. Here's your benefit. Here's your transformation. And I legitimately believe all of that. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Again, back to the like, I want to be of service. So, and my parents were merchants. My parents were bell collectors, and they created giftware. And
oh my God,
for the bells of Sarna, and like you can buy them on eBay and Etsy now and that kind of thing. But so I grew up in an environment of where like I have something, it's going to solve something and like help somebody. And even if it's like to make their table look better. And so what are we going to do to like make it their own idea? And so I'm fascinated by it. I still am. I'm still studying. I'm still playing with it and enjoying that process. I do webinars all the time. I teach people how to do webinars, and just that whole process of pricing and the value and the bonus and how you do the call to action and make it casual or make it more like, hey, listen, I'm going to press a little here because I know this can help you. And if I don't, I'm not doing my job.
Right.
Yeah. Being of service.
There you go.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It's funny when you say, like, I knew HSN with my mother, which
Pat.
we speak of, my mother, Pat. She was someone that had boxes and boxes of HSN QVC, gemstone. She was obsessed with when I was in junior high. So that's what was so wild. And, you know, when you said God winks or God, oh, hi, God. I was like, this was already in my story because I landed here not thinking it was going to be there. And then I was like, I'm just talking with my mother. This is my mom. Like,
I love that.
So that was funny. And my last question with HSN, and then I would love to pivot into everything else you've done. Your funniest moment. Like there had to be a moment where you were live, because those HSN bloopers are some of my I go back and watch some of those
bloopers. Oh, so good.
Right?
Because when a product is supposed to work, of course it doesn't work when you're live on TV sometimes.
I've broken a huggable hanger before, like, you know, twisting the hanger, like, oh, millions sold, they're gonna, you know, they'll, you know, make your coffee for you. And I was twisting it and freaking I did it just breaking my hands. And I'm like, oh, I've been working out. I'm so strong.
Oh, wow, that's like, a good comeback.
Right, I didn't know what to say. Like,
they're my favorite.
Money back guarantee. I mean, they're great, right? Yeah. But so I find the one that's, you know, the one out of a 500 billion that have been sold that I, you know, is cracked or something. So that happened. And also I did have a guest hit me in the face with a frying pan once and didn't realize it. So the fact that he was like, it's amazing. And like the frying pan in hand, and it went like a tennis racket. And Art Kroll, God bless you, sir. And the other part was, thank God it didn't hurt. It was like God reached out the hand and went, not my girl. And like, you know, caught it. And then he just kept going. Because he didn't realize that it had happened. And I was new. And I was like, all right, what am I going to do? And it's like the middle of the night, right? The crew, I didn't even know that well. And I just said, you know, just so it's not distracting at home, I do want to acknowledge, Art, that you did just hit me in the face with a frying pan. And I want everyone at home to know I'm okay. So let's talk about that nonstick.
Oh my God, it's so hard.
Also used for personal defense in your home.
Yeah, exactly.
When the shooter comes in.
It's also a weapon. I've had guests cut themselves during cooking shows and just like a Saturday Night Live skit, just like
I was just going to say,
everywhere.
That's my fear. That's my fear when people cook on camera. I'm like, please don't cut. Please don't cut your hand. Don't slice your finger off.
Exactly. This guy was freaking hemorrhaging. It was awful. I mean, it was on the floor behind the table. It was terrible. It's okay,
Candace, you know she's just beautifully still moving on and like pivot. And like,
just gonna say, are you like pageant waving and things are just moving across and blood's going everywhere and your smile is just pasted on?
The crew caught it. They meaning that they noticed it. So it wasn't on camera. Maybe one like shot of it was on camera, but then they, you know, adjusted the shots to not show the ER. And it was bad. It was bad. Let's see. There are a couple of other fun ones. Adam Freeman and he noticed that a jewelry swatch color, fabric swatch was the same color as my shirt. And he had been on for like 5 hours. And he just thought that was the funniest thing that had ever happened because who cares, right? But he started laughing. And then
it's over.
It's over. I started laughing. And then I was like,
oh my God.
No, I can't laugh. I have to be the good girl. So
I'm out.
Right? Like I instantly converted to Catholicism right there. And I,
don't we all?
Right? And I tried to play straight. I was like, oh my God, they're going to get pissed. This is dollars per minute, whatever. Anyway, that was a good time. I don't know. There are a couple of other moments, funny. Of course. But I mean, I said a couple of words, misspoke a couple of times and said words that were like a cuss word. I said a shit set instead of a sheet set, just like I've slurred my words when I was in the middle of the night on occasion because I did those overnights for 6 years. Yeah. And
you did it 6 years?
Honey.
Talk about health.
How do you do an overnight? I'm out.
Purgatory.
Purgatory. But that's what it feels like the middle of the night. Yes.
Right.
My
Full
God.
makeup, 11 p.m. You're like, okay, lady of the evening.
No.
Here we go. Here we
She's the
go.
lady of the night.
Lady of the night. Hour commute each way.
Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah, over the skyway. Yeah.
Well,
Hell.
I would say when I first did the home shopping where I was with Jim Poria, where I did 4-hour shift, I said it was harder than Shakespeare sometimes, where I would leave and I would feel like a prune of myself was always how I described it.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, Sarah needs to go away for some time. Like, yes, exactly.
Right. Totally.
Candace, we need to throw you out there and do
Oh,
that. For a
God. Oh,
couple
no, no.
hours.
I'd be fired.
So fun. But I also felt that sometimes I talked myself into loving things. Like, and I felt that as well as that I was like, you could look at something and be like, oh, that's hideous. And then when you're on air, you're like, no, it does make sense. Like,
honestly, I would be broke. There would be a kitchen full of like cookware that I don't use and contraptions and gadgets that I'm like, that I would be broke. Every paycheck would go to them.
But Candace, they would laugh. Now, Shivan, we have to talk about how you moved from TV hosting to health advocacy.
Tell us.
Well, the studio in St. Pete, Florida, which is not owned by HSN anymore. They sold it, thank God. I hope they tear it down. I think they are going to tear it down because they're going to turn that area into warehouses. Was riddled with mold. And I was a mold denier. Okay. So,
oh my goodness.
So I was there for really, like, I don't know, in that building 18 years. And so let's say the first 16 years, it slowly got worse and worse. And, but I didn't know anything about it. Then it was clues, right? OSHA was called in for the makeup room. People were getting cancer. The mic packs, I think, really elicited a lot of like
that's interesting.
Bad reactions. Put it on the back of the bra, breast cancer. Like, this is all my conspiracy theory. This is the extent of my conspiracy theories. But
no, it's real. It's real.
Mold is real for sure. And I knew some friends in like the C-suite executives suites who like really had a mold issue, and the operations guy was like, you know, we're going to move your office. Like we're not going to fix it. Just why don't you move down the hall? Lifting up carpet, black mold. It was bad. So anyway, my bucket became full and I got really, really ill. I was still functioning, but like I would do my show, go home and have to sleep it off and be able to take a shower, recover for the next day and go do it again. And then on the weekend, I would kind of recover. And then it was just slowly deteriorating. And I was like, I don't even know what to do about this, right? I'd get acupuncture and that'd be like the only time I felt like I'd had 8 hours of sleep, even after 8 hours of sleep. And my gut was like a mess. I was super bloated. I was having to wear 2 pairs of Spanx just to like, you know, be appropriate for the standard. And it was just this like a deterioration that simultaneously was with, I'm very done with this. I'm very done with this whole situation. And then a lot of great things happened where I got to become a guest. And then I was able to really work less, but actually contribute more and saved a brand and all this. But what happened was a girl at HSN and I were like the weirdos because she was gluten-free and I was gluten-free vegetarian. And so we were like, you know, again, weirdos because who there was, no one was. Clearwater, Florida at the time, not a hotbed of organic food and all that. Anyway, so she told me about this breath test that she took and then she was on these crazy antibiotics. Okay. So she took a SIBO breath test and I went to my doctor and said, I need this. And he was like, in my book, Healing SIBO. Oh, I just happen to have a paper right here.
Yes. Amazon bestseller.
Thank you. Oh,
congratulations. You wrote a book.
You. That is so wonderful. Healing SIBO is the name of it.
Yes. Yeah. Probably looks backward. Thank you. The thing is that I found out I had SIBO. It's a long story. It's in the book. But the thing is that SIBO, one of the number one symptoms is bloating, which like to be on TV and to be bloated is a nightmare, as you all know. Sarah, I've seen some of the clothes you wear, girl. I do not know how. If you don't have SIBO because you.
No.
I have Spanx,
honey.
Me too.
Tape it
So
down.
much Spanx.
Right, Candace? I mean, like,
So much Spanx.
so
We live for Spanx.
I live in them.
but it's so bad for your lymph and your liver. Anyway.
I was gonna
Oh,
right?
Right?
I was like taking them off. I'm like, freedom.
No,
like,
it's
get
so
the
much that
scissors.
to the point where I've worn them on stage, and like Sarah will know, I actually got lightheaded a few times. I'm like, oh shit, I can't take these off. I have another 35 minutes on stage, and I am so lightheaded right now.
Oh my! It's like
The
corsets from
sacrifice.
back in the day.
Right?
Yes.
It will move
Yeah.
your organs, and then you're wearing high heels, and you don't even get me started.
I highly turn off when I'm not working.
Oh, it's a contrast.
I'm in baggy overalls.
Yeah, it's a
and
contrast.
So
jumpsuits.
true.
Big time.
Highly groomed.
Highly groomed.
No grooming.
Hyper groomed for sure.
Yeah.
So I found out that I had SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. It was actually from food poisoning when I was 5 on a trip to India with my family.
Yeah.
And that is the number one underlying cause of, wait for it, IBS, is SIBO.
Yeah.
Is food poisoning.
Can I ask you?
You can ask me anything, Candace.
So many questions because I feel like Candace and I were talking. I have so many women, friends over 30 that are all having stomach issues.
I feel like
one out of 4.
And 1 out of 4 is a good estimate for sure.
Yeah.
I also feel like I discovered later in life that I have endometriosis, which is obviously inflammation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy town. But as a 20-year-old, didn't even notice it.
This is driving me crazy. Thank you.
She's cutting her
God,
hair,
there you
everyone.
go. Oh, so much better.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
love it. She's like, one little piece was sticking out,
was-
and she just cut it.
This is how I trim
Can I
Sadie's
tell
hair,
you-
because if I show big scissors, she freaks out. Go ahead.
If
Candace,
I
tell
would
me.
have done that to my hair, that would have been like this much off, a whole chunk. But having endometriosis, everything is about inflammation for me,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm so
like,
sorry.
oh my God. No, it's okay. Thank you. But so many women have it. And I, before getting diagnosed with that, was like some doctor along the way of that crazy journey was like, SIBO. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. But it is an intestinal growth, sort of like what endo does, right? Except endo is the endometrial tissue. Am I getting this right?
So it is an overgrowth of a organism. So
An
it's
organism that is not your body's organism.
right. Well, it is, but it's an overgrown. It's like a normal that is overgrown.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Like too much
Okay.
salt in the soup, a little is fine.
Yeah.
And if it's overgrown, you've ruined the dish. So what happens is those organisms eat the food and the carbs and fiber, and then they fart out gas, which then makes you look bloated. So it's either hydrogen, methane, or hydrogen sulfide. These are the 3 gases. There's a doctor, Mark Pimentel, out of MAST program in Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles, who probably will cure it in our lifetime. And then I work closely with Dr. Allison Seebecker, who's a naturopath who has really been a strong advocate for getting the word out for people. And we have created courses, we've created websites, SIBOSOS.com, hers is SIBOinfo.com. And there's a 9-step protocol that you can use to help to resolve it. So SIBO is, okay, so it also consumes your nutrients. These organisms consume your nutrients.
Are you hungry?
That's a great question. I've had overgrowth of candida before. That made me really hungry. SIBO didn't make me that kind of like chemical hungry, like chemistry hungry. But it will rob you of certain nutrition, and it can lead to a lot of other things downstream. And the underlying causes, there are a lot of them, but like food poisoning, opioid meds after like even dental surgery, because the slowing of the motility is part of the problem. And then in the migrating motor complex, which is part of the peristalsis, you want that to have function and like a symphony versus being stagnant. Because then if it's stagnant, the overgrowth can happen. And then that overgrowth ruins, I'm going to say ruins, it's a strong word, but ruins the microbiome. It's like bad players in the neighborhood. And once those gangs are there, the rest of the system gets messed up. But when they leave, when you kill them, reduce them, then the terrain can come back into a beautiful garden. So the whole point is you want to address it. The way endometriosis causes small intestinal bacterial overgrowth is that it can literally pull the tissue of the intestines to different positions, which can impact the migrating motor complex. So that's
Wow.
one of the ways that it can happen.
Oh
But
my gosh.
scleroderma, there's so many underlying causes. And
Wow.
fortunately,
Oh my God.
there are 3 ways to treat it. But when I think about people who are just doing fiber, because fiber can make it worse, when they're just like doing Maalox and Tums and all of these things, and you just feel like your body is out of control, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt. And they've never heard of SIBO before.
Completely.
And this is what I felt. Legitimately, I was like, that's my word today. I was like, oh my gosh, I have privilege. I have a computer. I have a college degree and enthusiasm to figure out this out. And I am having a really hard time going, what is wrong with me? And so that's what made me say, like, I took a vow. I was like, look, God, could you help me out here? Okay. It's like, whatever I learn, I'll share with other people, but this is ridiculous. And so that's what happened. And then I was going to write a book about SIBO. This was it, back then, and 2015, 16. And the book was harder at the time for me than doing a summit, which was going to be interviewing people since I was already a TV lady. So I did the SIBO SOS summit. And then a couple of years later, I did the book. And then I've done summits on liver, gallbladder, biological dentistry, that your mouth is actually part of your body and has a relationship with the rest of your body, not separate, and brain health and Alzheimer's risks and the like. And then I just did last year the new science and wisdom of menopause. And then we're literally on the last day of the Women's Health Rescue Summit. It's a whole bunch of different topics.
Wow.
Well, you are just a brilliant woman that does it all.
I've been busy.
I love it. I was going to say, you're busy.
Consuming information. Like, these are not easy things to understand.
Well, I've been very blessed to have a lot of really smart, generous doctors like join me for these interviews. So I've been the one shouting it from the mountaintops, like promoting them because, they're in practice, they're dealing with clinic, they're in studies. And my skill set is telling people about the good stuff. And their skill set is like solving all of these problems. But I love having conversations that are not the ones that you typically have in a typical doctor's visit. Lymph, fascia, that kind of thing.
And what your knowledge and background is, presenting it in a way that people can easily consume it.
That's the game. That's the goal. Yeah.
Yeah. And what you said, it was so true, is like, it's the knowing. And Candace and I talk about this all the time with women's health. That's been something that's honestly very consistent in all our podcasts with a lot of the women that have come on, is like just us knowing this is how I'm feeling and that there is an answer. So many of us just search for a long time in a puzzle piece and don't have the answers. It's interesting enough that I just had a conversation with a woman. She went on a 2-year journey of not knowing what it was, and cutting out foods, cutting out alcohol, cutting out coffee, cutting out, all these things. And then she did the breath test, and that's what she just told me about.
Oh, cool.
And I think I'm going to follow up with her. I think this is exactly it, is SIBO.
SIBO breath test. Yeah.
And it took her years to figure it out.
Hey, Sadie.
Thank goodness for you screaming it from the rooftop.
It's
Sadie, come here. Sadie's doing it as well.
Come here, Sadie. Oh,
Listen up, she said.
Oh. Hi. How are you? I can't hear a darn thing. Hold on. Sadie's in charge. So I'm so glad that she had a breath test and now she has answers. But like I
never heard of a breath test. So how did you discover it by somebody else, right?
Word of mouth. A girlfriend at work. She's like, hey, I went to a nail tech for 2 years. You know how you sit there for a long time with your nail tech for 2 years, every other week for 2 years. I had to have host nails, right? She and I didn't start talking. Yeah, right. We did. Mine are naked. I like it better.
Yeah, it feels so good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Of course, I don't have 10 tools now to open things, so that's kind of a problem. But and also my heavy metal test did, originally came back that they thought I was a welder from the chemicals. Yeah.
Whoa.
That was a big thing. I'm so glad you're saying that, because when I was going through my health journey as well, and also trying to get pregnant in between that, they were like, you should go for a metal test. And I was like, why? And when I did, they were like, do you get your nails done? And I'm like, no. They're like, because most of the time when it comes back, like you said, like, oh my God, they thought I was a welder. those women are ones who get gel manicures and this manicures and all the smells and things and the chemicals in the nails.
Yeah.
So I didn't
Wow.
know. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't, but I get my toes done. And he said to like my nails, sometimes I don't, but it was my toes. And he was like, stop with the toes. So I've
Okay.
never put, isn't that crazy? I've never put nail polish
That's
back onto my toes
interesting.
because he was like, for my body in particular, the metal
You
was
have naked
just.
toenails? What do you do for flip-flop season? Open-toed shoes. What are we doing,
Get a
ladies?
little
These are
buffer.
I
fake.
Get a
do.
little buffer.
These are glue-ons.
Buffer. Oh,
I
glue
do
on
Does that
like
make it better?
It does make it
Yeah.
better. You're still
Yeah,
getting the glue,
Okay.
but
it does.
just buff that. Just buff it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
just
Nude? We're just nude nails?
Honey,
I do like
are
a
you still
light clear,
waxing?
but there's nothing in it.
No, I'm not waxing. Is wax really bad?
No, I'm just saying, like, go natural where you can.
Okay, got it.
Enjoy.
Got it.
Sarah's like, oh God,
Freedom!
oh God, is waxing bad?
Highly groomed. Highly groomed.
Hyper groomed.
I'd make a joke about bleach. I was like, I walked out. You guys will get a kick. And maybe you wouldn't because now we're talking about really good health awareness. But shredded cheese, the guy walked out. This guy pointed at me. You know that they have cardboard in shredded cheese, like the pre-shredded cheese. And I said, buddy, I just got my hair bleached. If we're going to talk about what's going to be bad for my health, I think this goes right into my brain.
It totally does.
I'm going to go back brunette at once I don't have to be highly groomed anymore.
Understood.
You understand
I
it,
see why
Shivan.
people wear wigs. I had a wig for a
Oh,
little while.
completely.
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah.
wigs.
Totally.
It didn't work for me, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, you guys got 10 out of
It
10 hair
doesn't
right there.
work. Doesn't work for me either. I want to wear wigs so
Your
badly.
hair
Like
looks
just
freaking amazing.
pieces.
Did you just get a blowout?
It's
What are you talking
perfection.
about?
No,
Yeah.
you're very kind. No, I did not just get a blowout. But when I wear a wig,
How
it
dare
looks
you?
like Candace is wearing a wig. Like
Well,
it looks
right,
like Candace in a wig. It looks weird.
Yes, it does look. You have to, and they've come so far, right? Like for the
They-
masses,
yes.
the stars have always had them, and now, like so many other things, they're now available. Thank God. But
Shivan,
yes, Sarah.
We don't want to take up all this time.
I know. I could talk all day, and I'm just realized the time.
We're going to have a conversation once we're wrapping up this podcast because I want to see you in person and give you a big hug and sit and yap with you for a bit because it's funny, like the things you've said like went right into my brain. I was like it made me laugh, but I also felt like I think it too. So I just feel very connected to you in general.
Thank you.
I've loved this your success that you've continued past HSN and what you're doing right now means so much to so many women out there. And I want to ask, what is your best advice to women with their health before we leave?
Okay. I can't do just one. I'm sorry. But go to the dentist. You have to go to the dentist. You have to take care of your teeth. There's bacteria in there and plaque, and that plaque is a biofilm. And there's some good stuff in there that you want to keep and encourage. But you do not want gum disease. It will. That is the beginning of the end, my friends. If you are brushing your teeth and flossing, like if you're even flossing and there's blood, that is a sign of massive inflammation or even minor inflammation, depending on when you catch it. But you've got to take better care of your teeth. And I'm not talking about commercial tooth products and the Big L mouthwash. You've got to find out about how your dentistry impacts the rest of your body. Biological dentists are expensive, but even if you go and your teeth cleaned with ozone and their special techniques, and root canals are bad, you're having a dead thing in your head after the root canal. It's the only process in medicine where they leave dead tissue in you. So that's one thing. I would say the other thing is to just in general, do not put off your screenings because you're so busy and taking care of everyone else. Legitimately, theme of the show today is you must take better care of yourself. You must. We are in a privileged time of where at least women's health information is emerging, although not paid attention to for way too long, but it is emerging. So take advantage of that. Mammogram, QT imaging, which is an alternative to mammogram, not thermography. It's not good enough. You gotta find out what's going on. Your nails, Candace, your toenails revealed something.
Crazy.
Right? And I'm not saying you have to go do 1,000 million functional tests, although if you got something wrong with you, let's find out what it is. But The number one killer of women, heart disease. It's not breast cancer and all the other cancers combined. It is heart disease. Please pay attention to this. Please pay attention to this. A lot of us just put it on the back burner and think, well, I got a mammogram, I'm fine. You gotta take care of you as you would take care of your number one person that you love. Like your husband, your kids, the cat, the dog, whatever. You're taking such great care of them. You are neglecting yourself on some level. So please DM me and let me know y'all made an appointment for something to take better care of yourself. That's it.
Oh, Shivan, I love that. Thank you so much.
Candace, so nice to be with you. Thank you so much. Sarah, kiss on the lips.
Kisses all around.
Thanks for joining us today.
You can follow us on Instagram at Don't Start Podcast.
Or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
And we'll see you next time, friends.
Don't Start is produced by Anthony Street Productions.